Cool. Well, hello, everyone. I am Susan Martinez. I have been in Partner Co., our company, for a little over 2.5 years now. I'm an officer in the company, and that just means I've helped a lot of people feel a lot better. And I love helping people. So I would want to share my screen here real quick, and we're going to just briefly look at a few of the products. Let me see here where my screen's at. Whoa, that was not it. Let's see. Uh-oh, I did stop it. Yes. I love technology. Sometimes it gets the best of me. Where is the one I need? Okay, there we go. Now I got to get this out of the way. Uh-oh, uh-oh. There we go, because I can't see what I need. So let's close that real quick. And hang on, that is actually our customer funnel. Wow, that's goodness, goodness, goodness. Don't you love technology today? There we go. There we go. All right. Now let's close that. Now, this is just, can you all see my screen?
Yes.
All right. Wonderful. We're just going to have a simple conversation tonight. So I'm going to let this roll for just a few minutes and let you see some of the products that we have in our portfolio. Most of these are United States products, but we have over 100. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But I just wanted you to see some of the many other products that we have here at Partner Co. And we'll talk mainly about two tonight, our body balancing drops and our Vital One, which is a brand new product. So let's see, that one should be good. All right, so we are Partner Co. We were established in 2023 when about 14 other companies were having supply chain issues. This was during COVID, and everything was just a little crazy and chaotic and hectic during that time. So our founders are now our CEOs, co-CEOs, these two gentlemen, Darren Zobrist and John Wadsworth, were brainstorming about how to help John's company because of all these supply chain issues. So John reached out to Darren because they are now best friends, and he said, what do I do to help my people? I'm going to be okay, but I'm going to make sure that my people are okay as well. And Darren's answer was, well, let's just buy the companies. And so they did. And that was an acquisition that took 5 days. And Partner Co. was formed, didn't even have a name at that time. So we are now Partner Co., partner.co, by these two gentlemen. And they're just amazing best friends. And they have created a mission statement here, and that is to power health and prosperity around the world. Being around the world, that means we are a global opportunity, because when we acquired those 14 other companies, they already had a footprint in these countries, that we had products on the ground, we had licensing, and we had the supplies to get these products to these different countries. And we're growing every day. We just launched a product in India, so we need to really update our screen and add that to our portfolio here. But we want to make sure you do know that our products are guaranteed, tested, and proven. There are over 215 published clinical studies and over 1,040 annual quality tests and certifications. Were on the Colognes list. I didn't know what that was until a few weeks back. And that's a list that our professional athletes and our Olympic athletes, our products are approved for them to use as well. So we go above and beyond when it comes to your health by conducting the rigorous safety, quality, efficacy, and third-party testing at multiple stages of your product's journey. We call it farm to pharmaceuticals. We know where all of our products are sourced, the ingredients, and how they come to market. We know every phase of that process. So we've talked about that, the products, and over 100 products in $7 billion categories. We have a lot of them, and they range from energy drinks to sports performance, weight management, skin care. Wink, wink, something's coming in a few months. Dietary supplements, functional foods, and personal care. But our flagship product are these body balancing drops. So if you can see my screen, this is how they come in a pack like this. This is bottle 1 and it's labeled in bottle 2. These are the perfect weight loss duo, but they do so much more. I didn't start the drops for weight loss. I started them because I needed sleep. So they helped balance my hormones. They do help curb your appetite. They stabilize your blood sugars, increase your metabolic rate, increase energy, boost your mood, and does support your thyroid. Now, when we're combining this with a healthy lifestyle, we want you to eat whole food. So we have a little pamphlet that comes with the box, and this is the approved foods list. I like to call it the yes list because I like to eat. I want to eat a good protein, good vegetables, fruits, condiments, spice up your foods, add flavor to your foods, healthy fats, but we want you to avoid the processed foods, the sugary drinks, things like that. So it's going to spike your sugar levels and then it's going to plummet and then you're going into a sugar crash. And over time, that is not a healthy way for your body to function. So we want you to keep those blood sugars stable all throughout the day, but eat healthy. 90% of us do not consume enough vegetables. I am guilty of that. 80% of us do not consume enough fruit. So our next product that we're going to talk about is called Vital One, and it's moringa, what we just launched here at PartnerCo about 3 weeks ago. It is sourced in India. That is the best place we have found the moringa tree to be. And we use 3 parts of the moringa to get our products to you. This is one formula with infinite benefits. It is a greens drink. We can drink it cold or room temperature water. You can put ice in it. You can actually mix it in with a smoothie. If you're not really fond of that greens taste, I actually like this one. It does have a berry flavor to it. Sometimes I will drink it plain, just straight out of the bottle with the water. Sometimes I'll throw it in with my smoothie in the morning. Everything goes in that smoothie and mix it up and I'm good to go for breakfast. So we'll talk about that later. But what we want to talk about now are the symptoms of hormone imbalance. So in the chat, I can't see it, but I've got someone watching the chat. Do you see any symptoms on here that you guys have struggled with? I know most of these I struggle with, and I was stressed about what was going on, why I couldn't find answers after talking with multiple doctors, and they just said, well, you're insulin resistant, or you've got metabolic syndrome, or one had the nerve to just say, well, you're just getting fat. And I was like, thank you, and promptly fired them. But all of these symptoms were leading to hormone imbalance. Just no one knew what was going on. So I did have the mood swings, thankfully, not a lot. The low libido, headaches, the night sweats, those are never fun. And both men and women have night sweats. So don't think that's just a female problem. The food cravings, the hot flashes, or I call them power surges, acne, insomnia, the tiredness and fatigue, and all of that leads to the weight gain. So does anybody have any of those symptoms? I know I did. So we want to talk about the real science and these real results. You see our post all the time. These people are not AI created images. They are real people that we know have used our products and have had success on them. So they're not polished photos. They're pictures everyone takes of their before and afters showing you the progress. And most of these you see do pertain to weight loss because you can physically see the transformation. But what you can't see is how much better they're feeling. What you can't see is how they're sleeping better or how their brain fog is gone or lifted or less. So I want to show you several people, and I know all of these people personally. So I know that they have used our products and had success on them. So let me share with you Kim Gray. Kim physically cannot exercise. She has muscular dystrophy all of her life, was almost in a wheelchair and almost on a colostomy bag about 3 years ago. Kim has lost over 113 pounds. This is us in Alabama about a year ago on the bottom right there. And she's now traveling the world. There is no wheelchair, there is no colostomy bag. She's lost the weight and she is actually now off her disability. We don't make medical claims. Kim is actually a brand partner or financial claims, but Kim is off her disability after being on it since she was 17. This is our young generation. They have hormones out of balance as well. Peyton is 24 and has lost over 50 pounds and has kept it off in the 2 years since he's been on our products. And this is my sweet friend Penelope. I met her last year in Dallas, and she has many health struggles over the years, from lupus, Hashimoto's, and in 2019, she was bitten by a scorpion, which caused a neurotoxin flare that controls every aspect of her life. Since starting the Slenderized Drop system in 2024 and adding MOA, which is one of our products, and several other products, she's been able to come off 20 of 27 medications and has lost over 100 pounds. We do not treat, diagnose, or cure. This has all been under her doctor's care that she's come off all these medications. Wendy is a thyroid cancer survivor, and in 6 months, she's dropped 40 pounds and lost 20 inches. No more sugar cravings, sleeping through the night, has more energy, no night sweats, and reduced joint pain. And she loves the way the drops have helped in countless ways. My friend Alan has lost over 50 pounds and along with that come off 5 medications under doctor's approval. Alan is a referee, so you know he needs to be in great shape to go up and down that field on the football field. Now, this one is a true transformation story here for Shauna. She lost 0 pounds in her first 90 days. You read that right. Nothing. 0 in her first 90 days. But what changed? Nothing changed with the plan. The drops working and she was eating correctly. Her hormones finally got the reset they were begging for. It takes time. Her body needed the time to heal before it could release anything. And she trusted the process even when the scale said, nope, I'm not moving. But now she's down 94 pounds and she's gained a whole new life. Our senior generation, don't count them out, guys. They are amazing. Hill has lost from 225 to 190. He's here in Alabama. And this is my sweet friend, Stephanie. This is a non-scale victory because Stephanie has been living with bipolar disorder since her early teens. She wasn't diagnosed until her 30s. She says, over the years, I've battled deep depression, impulsive decisions, and multiple suicide attempts. In her 50s, she stopped taking medications and tried to manage it through exercise, faith, and self-work. And the darkness and the swing still came. Since starting the drops and supporting her body with a low glycemic nutrition, the vitamins, her extra favorites are Noni, Tahitian Noni, and MOA. She hasn't experienced a single mental health crisis and now over 3 years. This is about 6 months ago when I got this testimony from her. Her children tell her that they've never seen her mentally balanced or more stable and clarity than when she was not on the products. Now, some of y'all may recognize this sweet friend of mine, Miss Ida. This is her testimony. So I'm going to read it for you because she is so sweet, but she is a little shy. So she says, I woke up one morning not feeling well. So let's see if this resonates. My stomach was swollen, looking like I was 4 months pregnant. She was very irritated, crying a lot for no reason, the hot flashes all the time. So she talked to her doctor, and the doctor explained that it was her hormones. It's not necessarily our reproductive hormones, but it's our body's hormones. And she did not want to give her any medication, so she didn't. So Miss Ida started on the products because of all the great testimonies she was hearing about the products. So she decided to try them, and now she feels like herself again. And let me tell you, she is a little ball of energy. I absolutely love talking with Miss Ida. We have long, wonderful conversations all the time. Well, now this is me, guys. Again, I mentioned earlier that I didn't start the drops because of weight loss. I started them because I was struggling to get quality sleep. I was going to bed every night about 7 or 8 o'clock, and getting up the next morning about 6, and I'm still exhausted. And finally, I just nearly broke down after getting up, and my husband just kind of looked at me like, I don't know, what do I do? Do I look at her? Do I make eye contact? Do I talk to her? And you want to cry because you just feel so bad. And nobody can help you. Nobody's giving you answers. So I reached out to a friend of mine. I saw a post about the drops. I've actually been on the drops now twice. I started them the first time in 2022, and I gave it a good 2 weeks. They didn't do anything for me. Well, I wasn't using them correctly. This time I was all in. I started the drops, and in 3 days, I was finally getting some quality sleep. I have not had a Coca-Cola in over 2.5 years now. I gave those up immediately because the drops have helped curb that sugar craving for me. My mood is better. I'm happier. There's days I'm not, but most days I'm happy. I do have more energy. I can go around this house like a little Energizer bunny. It has reversed my pre-diabetes. I recently had some blood work done, and my A1C had crept up to 6.2. And after starting our Vital One about 3 weeks ago, and that's the only thing I've changed, my blood sugars have dropped. My A1C has dropped back down to 5.8, which is where it was when I started this drops 2.5 years ago. It dropped from 7 to 5.8. So eating low glycemic, staying on the drops. I don't like to exercise, just going to be honest, but it does help when you get up and move a little bit. And I've lost 33 pounds. So how are we going to get you started on the body balancing drops? Well, there's 3 ways. You can choose to buy retail. So reach out to the person that invited you here tonight and shared the drops with you, and you can get a box or your next box. You can become a preferred customer with a 15% discount. Who doesn't love a discount? Or you want to get a 30% wholesale discount. We get a 30% discount as well on the products. So you get back with the person that invited you here, and they can show you how to do that. But now here's a couple of options on getting started, just so give you some ideas. There's a one-time enrollment fee of $29.95 plus tax. That's it. One time for life. We don't pay that monthly. Choose the option that fits you best. It could be just a single set of drops. It could be a bundle with drops and another product. So talk it over with the person that invited you to get you started on the best game plan for getting started. And then there are packs, which are better options, such as the 2 drops and the 2 advantage. But now let's switch gears a little bit. We want to talk about this as a business, because this is a business partnership marketing opportunity that works like a virtual franchise. And we've combined the best of these concepts from proven industries to create an entirely new and exciting business model with its same elements of traditional franchising, retail, direct sales, network marketing, consumer goods marketing, social influencing, and e-commerce. You've bought something on Amazon, you bought something on anything online, that's e-commerce, which is the same as what we do. And again, that one-time membership fee gets you everything you need, from a replicated website in the back office to where all of your reports are, things like that. You keep up with teammates and your customers. PartnerCo Share app. We have event materials, things like that. Award-winning marketing. Our marketing department is constantly improving our amazing website that we already have. And we have virtual trainings all the time. We have IPA calls every day. We have an onboarding program that gets you started, so you're never alone in our program. And then we have customer conversion tools. So there's really 3 steps to what we do. We attract and acquire customers. We talk to people all day long, whether it's on our social media or in person. We call it face-to-face, belly-to-belly, knee-to-knee, however you want to call it. We talk to people. So we get them to buy products either retail or through our website. Then we move them into building a team if they want to do that. It's not required, but you can. You partner with other business builders and earn extra incomes and trips. Several of our team went to Maui this past year. The year before, there was a major trip to Bali. We have a big trip coming up to Cancun and Morocco next year. All expenses paid, guys, from the company
Well,
just for building your business. And then you simply duplicate and scale. We do have a plan to get you from beginning your business all the way up to what we call senior officer. And a paid as senior officer is around $14,000 a month, $160,000 a year. Again, that is based on your efforts and your work, but we're here to guide you through all 3 steps of getting started in your business. So we want you to get activated. You can buy a 4-pack. That's at 200 point value, a little over, or any of the bundle packs, and you can pre-sell our products, collect the money. Then you make a purchase if you want. If you do the 4-pack of drops, you sell those 3, your box is absolutely free, even covers your enrollment price. But if you're here to activate that business, and we are talking business builders, we want you to come in at top pay, and that locks in your 30% discount. You come in with a 30-pack. When I started, we didn't have 30 packs. It was a 10-pack, and I quickly sold through those. So now they have a 30-pack option. When you sell 15 of those, you've recouped your investment. So that return on investment is simply by selling 15 boxes. The rest of it is profit, over $2,400. I like that profit. You can do the 30-pack of drops, or you can do what we call the 888 pack. You can bundle those individually and sell those as a bundle to people, and your profit's around $1,200 for that. Then we want you to subscribe and save and make sure you stay commissionable with our company. And that's 100 point product, 100 PV of products every month. You can use them yourself or you can sell them off. That's up to you. It keeps you commission qualified, keeps your 30% discount. We have loyalty shopping items, which mean they deeply discount some products every month to get them a little cheaper to you. We have incentive trips. That's lifestyle credits. That's just one of the 8 ways that we earn. And it processes every 4 weeks. You can change it up to midnight on Friday night. It'll process on Saturday. There's no commitment. You can change it at any time. You can cancel it any time. But you don't want to lose that discount. So keep that active somehow. And then you can modify it again. It's very simple to do that in your back office. So thank you very much for joining us tonight. Do you all have any questions about anything that we've talked about, the drops, getting started either as a customer or a brand partner? I'm here to help answer that. So I'm going to stop my share real quick so I can see everybody here. All right. Okay. Mood swings. I see that. Fatigue and cravings. All right. Do we have any other questions? Let me get that pulled up. We have all of them. I see. Yeah, I had all those on the symptoms. So men and women have the night sweats. I've just talked to a friend of mine, a side team member, that a gentleman was having severe hot flashes or night sweats, I'm saying, and was soaking the bed at night. And since starting the drops 3 days in, I keep saying hot flashes, his night sweats have pretty much stopped. So that's his body's way of telling him his hormones were out of balance as well. So we have over 50 hormones in our bodies. So don't think it's just reproductive hormones. And if y'all haven't kind of caught on to this, stress is a huge factor in our hormones. So when your cortisol level is up, your testosterone is down. And in women, when our cortisol level is up, our estrogen is down. So we want to get that stress lowered. And for most of us, it shows right in our belly. We call it kind of that beer belly, things like that. That's where it's storing the visceral fat. We want to get that out of there. So it's a cortisol lowering product as well. And it helps with all of those symptoms. So anybody have any questions? Y'all are just chatty tonight. We're just having a conversation. All right.
Good job, Susan.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, if you all do have questions, please get back with the person that invited you here tonight, and they can help answer your questions. If they don't have the answer, we'll find it. They can reach out to me or their teammates or their sponsor and get your questions answered. All right, guys.
Okay, my Zoom is canceled for this Sunday.
Okay, all right.
I have a church program, so.
Okay, wonderful, not a problem. All right, then. Well, I appreciate everyone's time here tonight. Oh, I see a hand raised. Yes, ma'am, Miss Suzanne.
It's not really a question, but just so that people know, I am a product of the product. So even though I am in Canada, I am on the American drops,
Okay.
and I have released so far 110 pounds and 78 inches so far.
Wow. Wow. So,
So I'm still working on it, and I told you, Susan, that when we get to Orlando, you
yes.
have a wicked hug coming for you. And I can't wait to see you. I met
Yes.
Nick Diamond yesterday, so I'm at the gala.
Awesome. So, for those of you who are new to what we're talking about, one, in Canada, our products are the body bouncing drops, but they are called day and night drops. So, they take a daytime drop, and then once at night, they take the nighttime drop. And then the other part she's talking about is a program we're running right now where we're just enrolling new brand partners and helping them either get on our products and or build a team or build a business. So we have what's called Epic Club, and Diamond means she's just helped 8 people start feeling better. And part of our incentive is a beautiful dinner hosted by our corporate staff, and we get to dress up in beautiful gowns or suits for our guys and tuxedos if that's a thing, and just have a very nice night of being recognized for helping other people. So we love to do that. That's our goal here, is just to help people feel better. And if business is what your goal is, we're here to help you earn some money as well. Yeah. Awesome. All right. I cannot wait to see everyone. And for what I just kind of skipped right over that. Orlando is what is our convention that we were talking about for the gala. So we call it PXP for Partner Co Experience. So in September, first week in September, we'll all be headed to Orlando to have an amazing time with everyone. We've got people flying in from all over the country. And we actually have 4 Partner Co experiences all over the country because our owners actually fly over and have individual conferences in different countries. So it's very fun to see. Would love to actually go on a couple of them. Maybe that's in our future. Yeah.
Thank you, Susan. It's awesome.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Great call. Thanks, Susan.
You're welcome. Well, we have this call every Wednesday. I have been off on my days every Thursday. Coming up next week, same time, same channel, 8 o'clock Eastern. So if you need to be hopping back on, come back on. If you have a guest you would like to invite, this is open and welcome to everyone. That's what we do here at Partner Co. We're better together. And our tagline is we blur the lines of sponsorship. Everyone helps everyone here. All right, guys. All right. Well, I am out of here. It is 8:30 and it's time for me to turn into a pumpkin.
Take care, y'all. Bye
All
bye.
Good night,
right.
everybody.
Y'all take
Good
care.
night, guys.
Okay.
Talk
All right.
soon.
Bye. All right.